All rise.
We in the judge's chamber, and today, who's in contempt of court? All y'all activists and people who want to claim that you're upset because why? Unfortunately, a 16-year-old just got killed. Talk about here in a minute. What's up? We in the judge's chamber. All right, here's the deal. A 16-year-old girl who, according to reports, was in foster care. And some other girls came to her house to jump her. And however that was going on, yada yada. Okay. But let's get to the real deal. Cop pulls up. The girl, her father, foster dad, I'm assuming that's a foster dad, is fighting, supposed to be getting into it with two other girls. Cop pulls up. Hey, what's going on? Micaiah lunges at one girl, knocks her to the ground, tries to stab. The cop says, hey, stop, Micaiah then goes after the girl in the pink, about to stab her, and the cop says, hey, opens fire, shoots Micaiah. Micaiah falls to the ground, dead. The father is mad. Hey, she's just a kid. Why you kill my kid? Blah, 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 blah. I got all kinds of problems with this. All right, let me tell you. Number one, the dad, as he's talking about my daughter is just a kid, is kicking a kid on the ground. The first girl Micaiah tried to stab. Kicks her in the head. Micaiah decides to act a fool when the cop shows up because the other girl's distracted, goes to stab her, knocks her down, all that. I don't know if she got cut or whatever. Then lunges at the girl in the pink. Knife is up. Gets popped. All hell's breaking loose. Dad is mad, all this other stuff. Let me tell y'all something right now. I'm on the cop side. The cop is a hero. The cop deserves a medal. The cop deserves all the praise. And everybody, all you activists, all you Black Lives Matter people, LeBron James, because he tweets talking about you're next, accountability. LeBron, shut the hell up. I respect you as a player. I respect you in a lot of stuff you do. But that tweet you put out and then deleted probably because you saw the real footage that cop did what he had to do. Hey, so let me put it to you like this. An officer is trained to de-escalate a situation, whether verbally or by force. When an officer shows up, now mind you, when the officer shows up, he's not the one who got the phone call. He knows there's a disturbance at such and such address, blah, 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 blah. Cop pulls up. Hey, what's going on? Then all hell breaks loose. Now mind you, when the officer pulls up and he's outnumbered already. The situation is already escalated. As being trained, you have to know to de-escalate. You got to find out who's who, what's what. You don't know if you're walking into an ambush or whatever. When the situation de-escalates that quickly in front of an officer's face, and now the victim, before the officer got there, was Micaiah, the girl with the knife. She was the one getting jumped. She was at her own house. These other girls came up to her house to jump her. The officer don't know this. So when he shows up, all he sees is Micaiah, the one that was getting jumped, supposedly was getting jumped, is the one with the knife. The victim turns aggressor. The officer is trained when a threat comes after him to shoot. Center mass. It neutralizes the threat. But if he shows up and a person's going after another person, he's taught to neutralize the threat. I have to preserve this person's life. The situation happened that quick. I mean, he got there, hey, what's going on? It just exploded. Now, for all you people who might come in my comment section, well, why didn't he use his taser? Why? If anybody knows people and aggression, height, size, weight, adrenaline. People have got tased and still ran through and hurt an officer or hurt somebody else. Tasers don't always stop a person that charged up on energy. That's one. I've been tased before, long time ago, and I ran through the taser. It didn't bother. I just pulled the damn thing out. My adrenaline was so high and spiked up, and I got hit in the crossfire. But the other thing is, people are gonna be like, "Hey, we could have shot her in the leg, yeah, and you hit that femoral artery, and she bleed out in minutes. So how's that gonna work?" And not to mention, this ain't the movies. You ain't shooting guns out of people's hands and shoot the knife out of her hand. You ain't shooting people in the leg and she just automatically drop like this. Ain't TV. It's real life. Ma'Khia is a larger chick, so that wouldn't necessarily mean the bullet would have stopped her anyway if he did shoot her in the leg. Not to mention the chance of hitting the artery, she would have bled out. That's one. You ain't gonna shoot nobody in the leg. You're not taught that. Only in certain situations. But when people moving arms flailing, not to mention if you're going for limbs and that bullet hit and ricochets and hits somebody else, people have been pissed about that. You're trying not to injure other people. So if he shoots in the leg, say if he miss, hits somebody else, hits the wrong person, or it bounces off and hits a kid or whatever, the threat is right there. So that's that, shooting the leg. Other people have said taser. That don't always work. Then you got, oh, he could have tackled her. He wasn't close enough. He was too far away. That knife was already in motion when he sat there and pulled his gun. The officer saved a girl's life. Period. That's how it rolled. The dad's dumbass decides to say, hey, she was a baby. She was only 16-year-old. You can't. Dude, you was just kicking a 16-year-old in the head. So this is your fault too. He's going to be get hit with something. If I am mistaken, let me know in the comments, because I think third-degree murder, because it wasn't murder. I'm going to let you know that now. Was it murder? Was it homicide? Was it none of that? But third degree, basically, he could get charged for inciting something because in the course of an act, another person lost their life. Example. I provide somebody to use my car, they go rob a bank. They go rob a bank, somebody dies. I'm in trouble. Why? Even though I wasn't there and in my car, why would I get in trouble? Because they had my car. I'm an accessory. After the fact, somebody lost their life. He is the father, foster dad. It's an accessory. After the fact, somebody lost their life. Here's what should have happened. They call the police. Get your kids, get in the house. Police roll up. Hey, what's going on? Hey, man, these chicks over here trying to jump my daughter, blah, 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 blah. And I just want them gone, arrested, or whatever. That's scenario one. You're the father. Your job is to protect your daughter at all costs. Even kids. Your job is to protect her. Or, number two, say they're outside. Officer rolls up. Moves his daughter out the way, grabs her, whatever. Takes the knife, hide it, do your dad thing. Hide the knife, throw it on the car, whatever. But get her in the house, separate everybody. Officer, these girls up here trying to jump my daughter, and blah, 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 do. That's what he should have done. The system failed Ma'Khia, because I don't know. I'm not going to speak on the family dynamic, because that'll be disingenuous of me to do that. But from what I saw with the father, the foster dad, that didn't look good. You jumping little girls with your little girl. And unfortunately and sadly, Ma'Khia loses her life. The body cam shows the officer did the right thing. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Period. The officer did what he had to do. If somebody's rolling up on my house to jump my kid, I'm putting my kid in the house. I'm standing out front and center, and I'm going to talk to the officer. I'm going to stand in front of them kids. Baby, call the cops. I'm going to handle this. Cop rolls up. I'm going to tell him what's going on. You want to get to my daughter, you got to get through me. You came to my property. That's how I'm going to handle it. I'm not having my daughter pull knives. I'm kicking kids. She's trying to stab people. No, because now look what happened. Some of these young kids are out of control. Now, oh, here's the other scenario. Say the cop does absolutely nothing. I've seen people in comment sections talking about with the cop should just, okay, the girl dies. Then you would be like, oh man, white cops don't care about black people. Look, he let this little black girl kill the other black girl. He probably sat there and laughed. He probably sat there and was like, oh, good, another black person died. Yeah, because some of y'all idiots think that way. All y'all idiots out there marching in Ohio right now, in Columbus, y'all need to take your asses back home, because really, what you marching for? Even though this happened at the exact time Derek Chauvin was getting charged and sent to prison and found guilty, this happens. Then these people are trying to find a way to protest. You know what I call it? It's called recreational outrage. You just pick and choose. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna wake up and be mad about something. Oh, look, a cop did his job. Let's be mad at him because why? Oh, a black person lost their life. He was a white cop. How come y'all never hear a black officer killed a white person? Hey, a cop kills a white guy. A black child was killed by an officer. Officer shows up at the scene and kills a black person. Why? Headlines. It's clickbait. People click. Oh my God, what happened? Let's get. All of a sudden you're mad. You don't even know the story. You're literally watching the video of a girl trying to stab somebody else. You got the nerve to be mad about it because she got shot? Unfortunately, Ma'Khia put herself in that situation. She did it. Her dad put her in that situation. He did it. Ma'Khia paid the ultimate price. And unfortunately, a 16-year-old girl who had a whole life ahead of her, unfortunately, dies. The girls who went over there to jump her should feel like shit because they shouldn't have been over there in the first place trying to jump anybody. I'm never going to somebody's house to jump them. Especially, I don't know what the situation is. If I'm going to somebody's house, I'm on their territory. They got the advantage anyway. All the weapons are in their house. They got everything. Because it's how dumb some kids are. So the girls went over to jump her should feel like shit. The aggressor, the jumpers who was going to jump Ma'Khia, instantly became the victims because Ma'Khia came after her and Ma'Khia ends up getting killed. And she was the one that was getting jumped. You see how sad this is all the way around. The whole tables got turned in a matter of minutes. The course of everything just turned. I can't speak on what the girl in the pink, who the officer saved, how she's feeling. Damn, I went over there to jump her and the officer killed her. You can't be happy about that. The girl who got knocked on the ground that Ma'Khia was trying to stab and dad kicked in the head. I don't know if she was one of the ones go there. I'm assuming so, since Ma'Khia went after. She can't feel happy about that. I went over there to jump her and the cops shoots the girl I went to jump. Oh shit. You can't walk around proud because you actually saw somebody die in front of you because of how whatever, I don't know what it was about. I'm not going to say it was stupid or anything like that. I don't know why they went over to jump her, so I'm not going to speak on the context of why they went over there to jump her. So that will come out later, but I'm going to say you went over there looking for trouble and look at the outcome. Because even kids these days do some stupid stuff and fight over stupid things. And the result ends up bad. The foster dad, who should have been a father, should have had his daughter in the house. Baby was wait for the cops to come home. Somebody should took accountability to get Ma'Khia in the house and just talk this out, let the cops do their job. When you have an officer walking into a situation already hyped and he's by himself, so he's already outnumbered, he don't know who is who. He's not the one that got the phone call from Ma'Khia's house. Oh, okay, Ma'Khia, I'll be right there. He walked, wait, what's going, what? And it just exploded. You know what I saw? They was real calm. And then the officer showed up, then they want to show their ass, and then look what happened. Because I watched that video over and over and over before I made my response to it. That they was look like everybody's kind of chilling, maybe yelling at each other, But as soon as the officer walked up, oh, let me show my ass. But you had a gun. I mean, not a gun, I'm sorry, but you had the knife. You wanted to show out when the cop arrived. The dad wanted to show out when the cop arrived. But then got the nerve to be mad because, unfortunately, he got his daughter killed. Ma'Khia got herself killed because all they had to do was stand down. You're supposed to stand down. The officer show up, stand down. This has nothing to do about race. This has nothing to do about the cop acting irrational. The cop did what he's supposed to do. As I pointed out, you can't shoot in the leg. You miss, you hit innocent bystanders, you hit that artery, you're going to bleed out in minutes anyway. You can't tase when you're emotionally charged. That don't always work. And the girl already had the knife by the girl's head. Taser wouldn't have worked. Not to mention, sometimes tasers don't shoot accurate all the time anyway. And that don't mean just because Ma'Khia got hit, she goes down. He'll have to shoot. He'll have to grab, shoot, hit her, hit that trigger to drop her. Girl in the pink already stabbed. Say you do shoot in the leg, you don't hit the artery, Ma'Khia stabs her. Bam. She's still going. What if you missed? Bullets ricochet, hit somebody else. What if you just let her sit there and just, oh, okay, then you're going to be mad because the cops didn't do nothing. Or what if you try to tackle her? Too late. Ma'Khia already had the knife up by her. He wasn't close enough. Not to mention, why put himself in harm's way? He tackled Ma'Khia. Who's to say the dad and then don't jump him? You see all the scenarios that wouldn't work, that put the officer and everybody else in danger. The officer did his job. Yet, y'all got these people in Ohio marching in the streets with their signs and blah, blah, blah. LeBron James says an ignorant ass tweet out there talking about you're next in accountability. But he deleted it because he probably saw the video. Somebody, I hope somebody told him, dude, delete that. It ain't what you think. See, sometimes people jump in front of stuff and say stupid stuff just to be seen. Black Lives Matter, they already on this. They stupid asses don't know. Hell, didn't the chick just buy like a $20 million house or $10 million or $3 million house or whatever the hell house? Either way it goes, Black Lives Matter ain't shit. I know that. I've been known that. It's like I said before in previous videos, in the Tom McDonald video and the not them MC Soto, my Hispanic rappers and all of them. The idea of Black Lives Matter, the name alone, you take the organization out of it, just the name alone, Black Lives Matter. Also, it sounded good, but then you see the structure under it. It ain't nothing. Black Lives Matter ain't BLM, ain't nothing. Lives matter. But then you got people, what about Chicago? What about them? Chicago gonna do what Chicago do. Chicago been violent since Al Capone, so what are we really talking about? America has been violent since its inception. What are we really talking about? America is a great country. However, America, people love the idea that America is the greatest country. Because America is great. America provides a lot. America does a lot of things, but some people love the idea that America is perfect. And we're not. America is not perfect. America is far from perfect. The people in America were far from perfect. It don't matter the race. Racism will always exist. But in some situations, it's not racism. In some situations, guys, it is what it is. The cop saved a life. Period. He saved a life. The cop saved the girl from getting stabbed. Two girls, actually, if you really think about it. But some people don't see it that way. Now they're protesting, marching up the street, gaslighting. Those who don't know what gaslighting is, I'm going to make you think what you saw isn't. I'm going to march enough to make you think, oh yeah, that cop did everything wrong. Wait, the cop was saving somebody. No, that was wrong. That was wrong. She was black, he was white. That's all you need to know. Wrong, he killed her. It's gaslighting. And people out there gaslighting the hell out of this, man. They putting gasoline, petrol, shit, uranium, radiation. It's everything lighting. This has got to be one of the dumbest things. Who else is in contempt of court? I'll touch on this real quick. The young man who got killed by the officer who mistook her gun for the taser. Or the taser for the gun, whatever the hell. I'll make this quick because this one's the easy one for me. Take your L, dude. Get in the handcuffs, get your ass in the car, get arrested, have your court date, boom, you're gone. Problem solved. That's how you do that. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's not how that works. He's black, she was white, she was set to kill, she just wanted to kill somebody. Now, here's her problem. Her dumbass mistook the gun for the taser. You also got to think, just like the situation with Ma'Khia. You're getting handcuffed, you break free, you jump in the car. If I'm an officer, I don't know what the hell you grabbing. So if I'm thinking quick enough, I grab the taser, I'm gonna try to stop you. Who knows? Once again, what did she miss? Well, if he turns around just enough, had it just enough in when the taser hits and he fires, hits the cop. If he was reaching for a gun, if that was the scenario. If that was the scenario, because some people only hear what the hell they want to hear. If that was the scenario, I'm repeating myself again. Because you jump in my comments, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to light you up. If that was the scenario. Now, an officer, she was on the force 25 plus years. Not every officer jumps. I ain't going to say jump. Not every officer are in situations like that. You could be in the force your whole career and never pull your gun. So when the time comes, you're not thinking, okay, let me get my, tasers on this side, let me get that, let me stop here. That's too much thinking. It's happening right now. It's like, bam, right now. The moment in your head, you're trained, shoot to kill. She may have thought taser, but grab gun, instinct, shoots. She says, oh, shoot, I shot him. He drives down a couple blocks, hits, boom, boom, die. Everybody jump, oh my God, she killed. The dude already had warrants for gun possession. Now, I don't know about the dumbass law they got in Minnesota. You can't have, they say you can't have ornaments hanging from your rearview mirror because it disrupts your view. So he gets pulled over for that, the expired tags, or illegal tags, whatever. They find out he got warrants, so he goes to jail. He tries to run. She mistakenly pulls out the gun instead of the taser, shoots him. Oh shoot, I shot him. She shot one shot, I believe. One, maybe two, I don't know. I think it was one. Either way you go, he got shot, he died. Oh my God, oh no, And then I guess they didn't find nothing. But before all that, he already had a warrant, so he should have been in jail anyway. Oh, not to mention, or the reports say he ran before. Now, here's what they could have done. They could have let him go. And we'll just get him at his house. We got his information. We'll go pick him up. That's one. They also said they did try to, he's supposed to have court on video court, and the Zoom got sent to the wrong house. So he missed it. But here's the other thing. So she says, okay, hey, blah, blah. Okay. But, another scenario. They could have just tried yanking him out the car. They could have done that. Once again, you don't know what he's reaching for. His back is turned. He dove in. So you don't know what he's trying to get. You see the scenarios. See, I know how to think these things through. In that moment, you got two people at fault. Him and her. Him trying to run and her for the shooting and mistaking the taser and the gun. They have two different weights. The taser and the gun are two different colors. You should have known you had the gun out long enough to decide, oh, shoot, I got the wrong thing out. Adrenaline's pumping. You're not thinking. Your tunnel vision sets in. Anybody who knows when you're hyper-focused on, especially, think about the people, oh, man, I was so mad. I just blacked out. And I just start swinging. I just start doing because I was so mad. I just blacked out on them. Think of what officers go through every day when situations happen like that. It's just bam, and you got to think right then and there. It don't matter how long you've been in the force, because if you ain't been in that situation, you're not going to think. Tunnel vision sets in. I'm trained to shoot. I'm trained to shoot. I'm trained to shoot. Taser, taser, taser. In your head, I'm trained to shoot. Trained to shoot. Taser, taser. You got a lot going in your head. You're thinking one, but something else is going on. She's spaced out. She may not have ever been in that situation before. It don't matter all her accolades. She was the head of the union. None of that stuff matters. When that situation happens, look at the result. It's not about training. Don't do, as far as him, don't do crime. Should have showed up court. If you knew you missed your court date, should have showed your ass up. If you was getting handcuffed, get your ass in the car. You would have been alive. If she grabs the taser instead of the gun, he would have been alive. See? I can see it both sides. Now the situation with Ma'Khia, there's only one thing. The cop did what he was supposed to do. The cop did what he was supposed to do. He is not wrong. I guess some of y'all might be wondering, what do you think about Derek Chauvin? Well, he's going to jail. He's arrested. Okay. It's done and over with. I'm not going to touch on it because it's a divisive subject. The George Floyd thing. Everybody got their stories about George. They got the stories about the cop. It's too divisive. All right. It's guilty, going to jail. We'll see what happens to the appeal and all that other good stuff. All right. It's done. We got a whole new thing now. Daunte getting shot, Minnesota. They taking heat. So you got to deal with her. She's getting charged. That officer's getting charged with murder. They got the gate set up around her house and all this other stuff. Okay. See what happens. Ma'Khia, the cop did what he's supposed to do. I look at every last thing by a case-by-case basis. If you did the crime, take your ass to jail. I get it. Some cops, there's some bad cops. There's great cops. There's bad ones, there's great ones. So you got to look at every individual circumstance. Do people deserve to die? Hell no. Some, yeah. Some, no. You know, I wouldn't say the word deserve. It just happened. Do some? No, I mean, well, we could think of a lot of situations where people deserve to die. Put it like that. As far as police officers, it's a hard job for them to do. I'm glad I didn't get all the way in on the force. I was part of police, but I'm glad I wasn't deep in like them because they're catching hell right now. So I can't really speak on it. There's good cops, there's great cops. I know good cops and I know bad cops. I'm friends with a lot of good ones. I'm friends with some bad ones who I say, dude, quit your job because you suck. And I had to stop being a friend because it wouldn't stop. Now I just know some bad ones who just don't give a damn about nobody. So it is what it is. But we're going to get back to the music here pretty soon. So hey, I'm back. Let you know, I just had to bring y'all to the judges' chambers and let you know what I thought about this because everybody's talking about. I missed a lot, apparently. I've been watching. I've been paying attention. I've been reading my comments. I've been seeing who's been saying what. And once again, Superman doesn't fight Kryptonite. He avoids it. Don't come to me. You better avoid me. If you come in my comment section tripping, hey. And I'm only speaking to those who don't want to have an open mind about things and want to come at me with some nonsense. Because I'm always open to dialogue in the comments. So I'm going to start dialoguing with y'all in the comments again. But if you try to come at me with some heat where I feel it's nonsense, and I'm civilly trying to talk to you, and you still trying to go in on me, when all it is an opinion. An opinion is an advanced thought. It's not facts. An opinion has some facts sprinkled in, and has some of your thoughts sprinkled in, and you form an opinion. And then the person says their opinion, and then you talk about it, and then guess what? It's all good. But if I have an opinion like, man, the sky ain't blue, I don't know. I think it's really this color. And you come at me, oh man, you fucking stupid. It's this and that. It's actually blue. Not to come at you with some scientific stuff. Now you want to debate me. Actually, the ozone layer and the UV lights and blah, blah, blah is what makes it blue. I could just crush your whole argument. That's facts. When I start talking about UV lights and everything to disprove it. So, guys, jury members, when you come into the chambers to deliberate with me, I will always talk to you. Just don't come at me with some nonsense. Because if you do, I'm gonna rain all hell on you. Once again, everything is opinion. Just like I talked about these videos with the cops, it's opinion. Here's what I think. Here's what I'm seeing. Here's my opinions of it. The facts, well, it is what it is. Facts are kind of screwed anyway, bent to help your argument. But I'm back, y'all. We're going to get back into the music. We're going to be back in judges' chambers because I'm sure some more things are going to happen in the nation or stuff like that. My favorite rapper of all time passed away, DMX, my number one. I shed my tears. I did my crying. That man got me through a lot of times. DMX got me through some tough times. DMX was my boy. That's my number one. I've been to so many DMX concerts. I got all his albums. I done had looked at every article he was ever interviewed in, everything that he's been in. The only thing, I need to get DMX's book. I do need to get that. Guys, we're also going live. So I'm going to start going live. I'm going to let you know what day I'm going live. So as I'm making more videos, I'm going to start letting y'all know this day and this day we're live. That way I can interact with you in real time. So that's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm back. I've been in a car accident. That's why I've been gone. I'm still trying to heal. Found out I got to have some surgeries to my right arm, maybe my left. I'm having back issues. Basically, somebody hit me. They tore my body up. So I have been in complete pain. And I'm going to make a video addressing that, about the accident, what's really going on with me, and let y'all know if I disappear, here's the things I'm going through. But I'm a fighter. And I'll win. And I'll live. And I'm not going to die. I'm too busy to die. So guys, your boy gonna be around. Your judge ain't going nowhere. I can fight off this pain long enough to give y'all at least 15, 20 minutes of me and help you guys out. So once again, it's your boy LaCane. This face famous. I ain't gonna have the judges roll because this was a more serious topic, so I didn't want to play around with it. Shh. I love y'all. I'm out. I'm not gonna throw the arm. Hurts bad. See ya.